I'm really tripping because I have a Zoom meeting at 1 p.m. and this is what I'm choosing to do at 11:30. Is it 11:30? Yeah, 11:37. I want my hair washed. Like, I'm ready to wash my hair. This is that pre-poo. I was also considering straightening my hair again, like just doing this all over again, but this time doing like 2 passes because I want to see my hair biggie bone straight. I just want to, but feel like I know that's not the best thing to do for my hair. All right, leave that in for 10 minutes. I really don't even have 10 minutes. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is not smart. It's really not the smartest thing. I'm gonna just move really fast. I can't keep this in for 10 minutes. I have to go ahead and like start washing. Anyway, I'll see you when I'm done. So, I have a Zoom meeting in 8 minutes. Literally am done by the skin of my teeth. Washed my hair, conditioned it with the restorative deep conditioner from Sacred. I like to make sure I get a good like deep condition after I straighten my hair. The only thing I didn't get to do is diffuse. So we'll see how my scalp reacts to that. But anyway, yeah, about to do this Zoom. I haven't been in a Zoom meeting in a minute. Till the day I die. Gotta reinstall Zoom on my computer. Zoom really took over Skype, didn't they? I know people have talked about that 1,000 times, but it's real. I always have bubble guts. Always, every time. Cool. Kennedy? Hi! Oh, these birds have been flying directly like they're about to fly into the window. Anyway, my Zoom went well. One thing about me and having to like represent myself and basically manage myself is it's really a sucky process because, and I feel like I may have talked about this before in a previous vlog, but when you have to represent yourself when it comes to negotiating a rate and you needing to advocate for yourself and what it is that you need or asking questions, it's not, I wish that there was a liaison, a middle person, because when I have to negotiate for myself, I lose that glow of being like Kennedy the talent, and now I'm Kennedy the lawyer, Kennedy the negotiator, Kennedy the manager, who's like asking very straightforward questions in regards to pay. And it just takes away that fun element that I think, you know, the fun light element that people get when they talk to me. Now we're getting serious because we talk about money. I wish I had representation, because it's not that I'm being hard or giving you a hard time. I'm just like, you know, I know I'm doing the right thing. I know that I'm asking the right questions. Being in this industry, I feel like I've learned a lot about what I should ask for, what my expectations should be, and I'm not scared about asking for those things and getting more information. I also know what stuff is worth, you know? So like, I can't be lowballed. So there's also that element too of just like, you could throw a number out and it might sound good in the grand scheme, but when you break down what the ask is and how much is needed from me in order to fulfill that ask, it's like actually that money doesn't match up to the request. So we'll see what happens. But I'm in my year of yes. Where's my Shonda Rhimes book? Oh, there it is. This is a good book, a great book for you to consider. It's Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes. It's all looking crazy, but this was a really good book for me because it just offered this idea in my brain of like, okay, what would happen if I did not immediately say no to everything? Because sometimes I'm in that spirit too of just like, no, I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. And it's like, what happens if you did do it though? Or what happened if you did do it, you know? Or what happened if you said yes instead of no? So I'm changing my no's into questions that will lead me to a yes. So like, instead of it just being an automatic no, I'm just asking more questions in hopes that it'll lead me to that yes. Because everything's not always gonna be an automatic yes. Like, let's be realistic. But sometimes I'm saying no just because I don't have enough information, and it's just like, get that information instead of just saying no. I have a lot of books on this shelf that I have not read yet that I should read, that I think I would enjoy. I need to get busy on that. But until then, Real Housewives, sorry, watching it. More interested in the book right now. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Like, come on now. Ah. Bye. Okay, all right, I just came from Sephora. Just came from Sephora, and I want to show you the things I got. Now, what I was looking for was, I wanted to re-up on this concealer I've been using from Sephora. It's called the Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. They don't even sell it anymore. Also, another thing that I would re-up on, but they didn't have, was the Micro Smooth Multitasking Baked Face Powder, which I actually got online for $10 a piece, and now they're going for $7. If they have your shade, I would get this. It can be an all-over face powder, or you can get a shade darker, or 2 shades darker for your bronzing shade. Definitely an option. They're also not gonna be, this is not being sold anymore, the powder. They're reformulating it. That's what the girl said when I asked. But I did go ahead and re-up on the Ultra Blur powder. Let me see how much of a discount, because I'm no longer a Rouge member, I'm a VIB member. So I only got 15% off. And so basically $3 off. Well, I got $4 off the Ultra Blur. I'll take it. And I got $3 off of the Fenty glosses I got. So I re-up on the Gloss Bomb Heat in the shade Fussy Heat, which is this one, like a pinky color. I like that shade. And then I got Sweet Mouth for the first time. I'm gonna try it right now. It's this light color. I don't know if it looks iridescent on camera, but it's really not. Let's try it. Yeah, I like that. Like, is it worth 20-something dollars? No, of course not. Like, absolutely not. Actually, I might even border on the line of saying, fuck no. So she might be going back. Because it's dang near nude. So she might go back. With a lip gloss, like, it needs to do multiple things. It needs to look really great, and it also needs to have some kind of, the shade needs to do something. It can't look like everything else. That low-key looks like everything else. I thought that was gonna be like, almost giving like, if you're familiar with MAC, Oyster Girl vibe, and it's not giving Oyster Girl vibes. Is Oyster Girl out here? Yes. So this is Oyster Girl, and yeah, I thought it was gonna give this vibe. Can you see that? Which is basically, can you see my hand? Basically something like that, okay? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it did give me that, and I'm just not satisfied. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hungry and I'm unimpressed. But I did get the Ultra Blur that I love from Laura Mercier. Translucent is the shade that I prefer. I'm gonna sit back. My dogs are barking. Somebody commented, like, Kennedy, I think it's time for a bungalow with like an outdoor space and all that. Girl, that's the dream. But I do not dream of doing that by myself. That's not something I'm interested in doing solo. I would really like to, you know, do that with my man. And it's just coming from like a place of fear. Like, I don't want to be responsible for a home by myself. Like, if something with the water heater goes wrong, I'm effed. If there's a plumbing issue, I'm effed. You know, all that stuff. Like, shout out to the women who do it on their own and they figure it out and they get it done. Love that for you. You go DIY queen. No, I love that. I really, really love that. But me, I don't give it that going. I need help. I need help and I want help. I don't want to do that on my own. Not interested. I'm ready to hang up the head of the house crown and give it to somebody else. Let them figure it out. I'm tired, boss. I love when y'all tag me in your stories that you're watching the vlog, by the way, because I like to hear y'all laugh. It does something to me. Everything bigger in Texas. Big body busted open, feed you breakfast. Sugar, you gon' want some more. I'm so excited. I have no clue what this is, but my friend told me something was on the way. Let's see what it is. I'm sorry, but yeah. OMG, I had this stuff in my cart and didn't get it because I'm poor right now. Amen. Amen. Okay, let me talk to y'all real quick because y'all don't know anything. There's a brand that I love that happens to be owned by a friend of mine. The brand is called 4. The number 4 and then spelled out 4. 4, F-O-U-R. It looks like this. She is a multifaceted artist that specializes in color theory. That's what I like to say. I don't know if she would say that about herself, but that's what she's really great at amongst a whole bunch of other stuff. But I have her artwork, which I'll show you when it's back sunny outside because it's dark now, so you ain't gonna be able to see. But a lot of the artwork in my home is artwork from her that I purchased from her because I absolutely love her style of work. She does these collage prints, and I actually bought some because she had this crazy sale, and I got 2 really large prints that I'm thinking about putting up in that hallway. I was gonna get 4, and then I was like, reel it in, bitch, you ain't got it. So I reeled it in. But love, 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 love her prints, and I can't wait for them to get here. But these are catch-all trays that she makes, and I love this color. I was literally going to get this. This is crazy that you put this in here because I know you're looking at this video. This is crazy that this is in here. We right here with it because, yeah. Wow! Ooh, beautiful. So, yeah, y'all know, well, maybe y'all don't know, but there's jewelry and, you know, random its and bits lying all around. This is perfect for me because I need a better way to store my things. So this will be so cute. I'm gonna figure out where exactly I want to put things. But I love the chrome engraving at the bottom. I think that's new. That's a new feature, but it's so good. Way to go, girl. I ain't even, there's more. So the other thing that she makes are these beautiful oyster bowls. This is so nice. How pretty is that? So I can use this multiple ways, and if you go to her Instagram, you'll see different ways that you can utilize this oyster bowl. So this same friend gifted me this book on arrangements. Hold on. So this is the same friend that gifted me this book on Japanese arrangements. It's called Ikebana. And these oyster bowls can be used as a vase for an Ikebana arrangement. And yeah, like picture like, you know, something like this inside the bowl. You feel me? And there's so many styles in here. Like, I love this book because there's so many styles. Yeah. Basically, you just place the like spiked thing, and you could purchase an Ikebana set from online, but it'll come with one of these majiggers, and that's what you stick the stems into, and that's what keeps it in place. But how cute! I can also use this as a jewelry bowl. Like, I love the oyster bowls. I'm obsessed with this. Wow, beautiful. So nice. Wow. Oh, I'm so grateful. Gotta call her. I'm gonna send her a thing. Is this headband ugly? It's giving. Yeah. It's ugly. No, it looks okay. I just like this look right now. That's all. Well, I just like the look is all. Waiting for my friend to get here. And we're headed off to go support another one of our friends that's doing something. Everybody's doing something. You know, I'm very like inspired to be doing something. You know, like, and the thing is that I got a wheelhouse of ideas. It is the action part of making it happen. And this is when I have to check the things that stop me from moving forward with things, which is I have trouble asking for help. I don't like asking for help. And it's a lot of pride and ego because a lot of it is like, why should I have to ask for help? I feel like people should offer help, and I have to get out of that thinking because everybody is not gonna do how I do. And that's not to say that I do better than them or that one's better than the other. It's just I have an expectation for people sometimes to do exactly like how I do. Sometimes I have an expectation for people to show up the way that I would show up. And I do have to come to terms with the fact that that's not the reality of my world. Everyone's not gonna think like how I think. Everyone's not going to move the way that I move. And again, it does not mean that they're a bad person or that I'm the better person. It's just we move different. That's it. I don't feel like putting a purse on, so I'm not gonna. Sometimes I just like to free ball it, no purse. Y'all. Alright, girls. I will see you when I get home. I cannot lie, wish I was coming home to a bone. Bye. You gotta know that I could sit and stare at these roses all night. Like, could sit and stare at these roses all night. First of all, they're huge. Like, I don't know if they look that big compared to my hand, but they really are huge. When they like fully bloom, they're just big. Like, here's my hand to it. That's a big flower. Oh, it's too much. It's too much. Oh, and it smells so good. Like, this isn't one of those situations where it doesn't smell like anything or like it stinks, because sometimes flowers can stink. These smell good. Like, it smells like rose. Now these smell like nothing, these roses. And also these are not, well, hopefully they do like really open up. Some of them are tight, but like these smell like nothing. But these right here, they're called country roses. So yeah. Ooh, you know what I'm about to fire up? I'm gonna do some chicken and them griddle pancakes. Yup. That's what I'm about to do. I was trying to figure out what I was gonna eat. Also, okay. I'm really fighting against my ego right now because it's somebody I could text right now. And I know that if I don't get the type of response I want or the type of like if it doesn't start the kind of conversation I'm looking for, I'm going to be extremely annoyed. But also, I would like to say something to this person. You know what I'm saying? I want to say something to this person. Going back and forth about it. At this point, it's late, and I don't need them thinking that I'm trying to like start some kind of late night conversation, because that's not the case. I need to just not. Because honestly, also, our text left off with me hitting him up last. Please. Now, actually, that just set me back into reality. Like, let's get serious now. Because what is even going on for real? Like, what point is you trying to prove, sir? Always trying to prove something. That's why I don't even like niggas like that. That's why I don't even like boys. I don't even like him.
Come on. Slap me hard. I'm training out call, and it'd be 2 in the morning, and her and Jordan would be out, and I'm just like, it'd be 2 in the morning, and I'm still adjusting to that. Overwhelmed. Consistently, even if it's who they love.
This is turning into a panel discussion.
Not for the man, but that one also decided to go out with her homegirl.
Alright, I'm gonna do a little faux bang. I was just on live and somebody asked me how I felt about Gerard Carmichael's race play with his boyfriend. Like, we gotta start, we gotta do something. We have to do something, something else. Anyway, I want these dishes washed before I come back, so getting this together, and then my friend will be here, so we can start our Eid activities. Eid Mubarak. By the time you're seeing this, It'll be next week, I know, but still want to praise you for your fasting. Congratulate you for making it through. I'm so proud of myself. This was an amazing oh shoot, there was water in there. People have asked me a few times, am I Muslim? I've also asked, like, why am I doing this if I'm not Muslim? The answer is no, I'm not Muslim. And so they asked me, like, well, why am I practicing Eid? And for one, I'm one of those people who I find something that I connect to a lot of religions. I'm not like I only do this in this religion only. Like, there are practices in Buddhism that feel good to me. Whatever. I don't even go through the list. But yeah, I fasted because I really wanted to use this time to work on praying again. I pray, but I started noticing that I was praying when I felt like I needed it. Like when I felt like something wasn't working out and I needed to pray in order to get it. I do thank God every time I pray, but I just wanted to make a better practice of the way that I communicate to God and how often I communicate to God. So that's why I chose to fast, just to practice that, because this was also just about me creating a better relationship with God and just like getting back to that, you know? Not even getting back to, because I'm in it, but just like getting better. All right. I'm going to my friend's parents' house, so I'm just wearing a pretty modest outfit, and I'm wearing these pants her mom got for me in Pakistan. So cute, with just these little gold flats, and you saw me pin my bang up. So cute, right? The little faux bang. Love that look. But I'm gonna run now and I'll see y'all when I get back. Hi. Okay, I am back looking so disheveled. Lipstick hanging on by a thread, but my prints are here. I can't believe Ramadan's over with. That like tomorrow I need to just eat. Like it almost feels wrong. I thought today that I was supposed to be fasting. So I woke up today for suhoor at 6 in the morning, prayed, went back to sleep and fasted, and when my homegirl called me, I could hear that she was chewing on something. So I called her back like, are you eating? And she was like, it's Eid. And I'm like, wait, I thought that meant that this is like the last day of fasting. She was like, no, that was yesterday. I'm like, wow. Girl, I had it all mixed up. Oh my gosh, my prints are here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys. I hope I'm not ripping this. I'm gonna show you guys the print that I already have from this company, which I love because it just feels like modern and classic at the same time. I know I thought I was gonna wait until I had like some natural light to show you the pictures, but I'm gonna just show you now since I'm opening this up. So this size, I got 24 by 36. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's nice. So these are the two swipes that I got. Both pink. One's going like straight down, one's like a squiggly. So nice. So I'm gonna get me some really nice frames because I picture these being over here. I was gonna get 4 of them, and I still might get 2 more. Let's see, 2 might be enough, but we'll see. I'm gonna go and get me a nice frame. So I'll show you some of her work that I have. So this was actually a gift that I got. This was my first piece from her. And actually, I don't know if it was my first one, but this is the size of the artwork I just got. So I'll be able to see what it'll look like. Yeah, like, that's nice and big. That'll be nice. It's just a collage of different things, and she puts her own color swipe on top. It's really cool. I feel like I should show this when I'm not out of breath and looking crazy with half my lipstick off. But here's some more of her work. You really gotta have a plug and do. Fuck 'em. Coolest woman you know. These are some color blobs that she put together. And then we have one of my favorite trucks. I also have some of her artwork in the entry of my house, which is some more like color swipes. This is some more artwork I have in the front entry of my home from her. Just some cool stuff, that's all. Just some cool stuff. I look and feel crazy. Like, I ate so much. Tomorrow, I am officially taking that Urban Outfitters rug up out of here and sending it back to Urban Outfitters, where they will process a return and I will get the credit. I'm so looking forward to that because, yeah, I do not want this rug in my house no more. I'm ready for it to go. I already am back enjoying like it being rugless in here. Also, it's partly because like I'm not gonna walk on any road with my shoes on, and so it was just becoming more of a headache to have to like walk around it and try to get around. You know, it's just, I was ready for it to go. I have been binge watching Martha's Vineyard Summer House. I can't stop watching. Okay, so I've been watching the new season and I never saw the first season, but I was like, you know what, let me get some context and let me watch the first season. So I've been binging the first season. Number one, I'm obsessed. This is a good fucking reality show. Like, it has drama. There are so many uncomfortable, cringy ass moments, like Alex singing, like the guy that was there with the braids that was just there for a second who pooped in the toilet, being rude, like Jasmine and her husband. You know, my opinions on people might change, so don't hold me to it, but Jasmine so far, not my cup of tea. Like, it just feels disingenuous. It feels a little performative, and it could just be like the I'm on TV, like I want to look a certain type of way, but it's just very cringe. Her husband is extremely cringe. Jordan, I like Jordan. I think Jordan, because she's so annoyed at how her friend is acting, there's not a lot of camera time with her not seeming annoyed. Like, Jordan seems annoyed all the time on this season 1. She just seems irritated, and I feel like it's because she is irritated. Bria is annoying to me, very like emotional. I understand why she has that dog with her. She needs it. Like, when she's feeling the type of way, that's when she gets annoying. But otherwise, Bria's not that bad. Preston, cool. Amir, I like Amir. Amir is sweet. I like how vulnerable he's being, sharing, you know, his background and his fears coming on a trip, or his hesitancy coming on a trip, and him feeling like he was gonna be treated like he wasn't black enough, but actually learning that there are so many different types of blackness. Like, there's no one way to be black. Like, I love that for him. I think he's a sweetheart. Alex is weird to me, and he's the epitome of like, oh, he looks good, you know what I'm saying? But I take this, right? And then I slowly put it here. And I would put Nick in that same box with him. I think to their core, these are good guys, but there's just a little bit of cornball in them. Just a bit of corn. When I tell you it's hot, like I had on the sweatsuit, I had to take that bad boy off. Atlanta, the summertime has begun. Like, actually next week is when summertime begins, because we have a week full of 80-degree weather. Crazy. It's just crazy because it's just like, what? 80 degrees? What? I thought I'd never see the day. Let me change this water out. What was I about to say? Oh, so today I went to Home Depot and I got weather. Is this the weather one? Hopefully. But I got some weather resistant. It don't say nothing about weather resistant, but that's what it said on the thing. Oh, brother. Anyway, maybe some weather resistant Gorilla Glue tape, and a tarp to wrap up this rug and send it on back to Urban. Yeah, it's got to go back, honey. And I had called UPS to see, like, do y'all have tarp? And he was basically like, nah. Like, long story short, no. So I said, okay, I'm gonna get tarp, wrap it myself, because I threw away all of the packaging that it came in. So I need to do all this, wrap it up, tape it up, send it off. And that's that. Sending stuff off, like shipping stuff, always feels very adult to me for some reason. Like, I just feel like I don't know what I'm doing every time. It doesn't matter if I've sent things multiple times. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Every time, it's the same with the post office too. I just like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, somebody help me, because I don't know what I'm doing. It's brand new every time. I am thinking about getting a P.O. box. I've been thinking about getting a P.O. box for years, because I don't like giving people my address when they want to send me stuff. One thing I want to stay on top of for myself is to not let money or opportunities just fly past me out of laziness and avoidance. Like, I gotta catch that when it happens, and it happens often with me, because sometimes I'll look at an opportunity and I'll be like, oh, I know I don't want to do that, but it's like, only the opportunity will not let you submit it without being fully sold out. Got it. So 15 minutes, girl, you don't know. So anywho, yeah, like, I will write something off quick, and I'm not mad at that about myself. Like, I know what I know what I'm into, I know what I'm not into. I think that's a great trait to have, and I appreciate that about myself. But I think when it comes to like that hustle, that grind, the optimism that's necessary with work, and I do think optimism is necessary with work, especially like freelance work situations, I want to ask more questions before I say no, you know? Like, I want my no to be completely because I had all of the information and I knew it would not work out for me. Not because I had a judgment about the situation and felt like I knew that it wouldn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get all the info. I was expressing to a friend, and I don't know if I already said this to y'all, but like, sometimes when I'm offered opportunities, I realize like, yo, if this was offered to me, you know, 10 years ago, I would be jumping for joy. I wouldn't know, I would just be, I would be ecstatic, and that would partly be due to my naivete. It would be because I would be naive. At that time, I didn't have all of the information that I do now that forms my opinions and ultimately leads me to make the decisions that I make. Like, I know the game, and I don't know all of the game, but I know what I know. And because of that, when opportunities are brought to me, I don't just jump at every opportunity that comes at me, because I'm familiar with the game. I know what questions to ask. I know what I'm worth. And that's the biggest thing. Once you understand your value, it's hard because you're not just gonna do anything. And that's hard because you still wanna make money, you still wanna work, you still want to, you know what I'm saying? Have these opportunities, but if it's at the risk of devaluing yourself, then is it really worth it, you know? And so, yeah, I've had opportunities to be in certain spaces or to attach my name to things, but it's like, at what cost, you know? And now that I'm older, I'm really serious about everything that I'm doing being things that align with me. And it's not just as simple as like whether or not I want to do it or don't want to do it, because there's gonna be times that you do things you don't wanna do. But it's more so just like, is this something I would be proud of? You know, like, will I be proud of this work? Will I give my all to this work? Because even if it's like something I don't want to do, there are things that I'm just completely going to be removed from emotionally. Like, if I have zero passion about it, then I shouldn't do it because it just won't read well, you know? So a lot of the work that I'm doing will be front facing, and I feel like you can tell when I'm not into something or if I'm not enjoying something, and I'm just like, that wouldn't be of benefit to nobody. So let me just do stuff that I know I'm like. All right. My friend is on the way here to help me with this rug. The thing is that the rug itself isn't heavy, but it's so big that I need two hands. Like, one person needs to be on one end, she needs to be on the other. I just want to try to roll it as tightly as possible. Bye, rug. We have fun. Nah, we have fun, girl. For real, for real. somebody else gonna really enjoy you. Nah, for real. They will, for real. It's not nothing even wrong with this rug. It just don't go. It just doesn't go. So she's gotta go. All right, before I roll her up, let's pull out this tarp. And also, in all fairness, Urban Outfitters did play with me because this is not even the right size. I paid for an 8x10 rug. This is a 7.9. Get it together. This reminds me of those TikToks that people do where they be like, the meat's supposed to weigh so-and-so ounces and it only weighs, you feel me? Like, have you ever seen those? I be like, oh, all right. This is the tarp. Dang, now that I think about it, I didn't need no big ass 8x10. It could have just been. That's so funny. It didn't need to be this big because when I rolled it up, like, I paid extra money. All I needed was an 8-foot. It could have been anything 8-foot, 4x8 foot, whatever. It just needed to be 8 foot. Nah, whatever, man. But it didn't need to be that daggone big. I know that. All right, let's roll it. Should I roll it the other way? Yeah, because the barcode's on that side. All right, roll it the thigh rug. Should I get one last? Thank you. Okay, that was fun. All right, now let's roll up. You know what I just thought of? I should probably take pictures of it before I send it so I can confirm there's nothing wrong with this rug. Because if they get it and they be like, there was something on it or there was this, that, and the third. Like, nah, do not try to play with me. I've been telling all my friends to shop on Joann because, like, if you're working on arts and crafts stuff, because apparently they're closing down a lot of their stores. So if you have any arts and crafts projects you're working on, go and get your stuff off of Joann's because you can get some stuff for like 70% off. And I'm about to get these frames off of here, I think, if I could find me a nice, good frame. You gotta make sure you don't get poster frames. Like the poster ones, which I think low-key are the ones that I got for the artwork that I have up, and that's why it looks all warped and stupid. Like you need real glass on that frame, otherwise it's gonna look warped. They don't have a frame. First of all, let me say this. Target is a dangerous place. Like, I don't shop at Target. I have never lived like really close to a Target. So Target is not accessible to me in the way that I feel like it's accessible to y'all. I also don't have a car and I don't really plan on having a car anytime soon. A car just feels very permanent to me and I don't know if I'm gonna still stay in this city. So I'm just like, that's not something that I'm like rushing to go and get. And I know it's like, dang, but it's easy, it's better than, you know, calling Ubers, but it's like, it's not. And I'm not paying a lot in Ubers. It's not the same as if I were to be paying for insurance, car note, and gas. It's just not, and parking. I'm saving money and I need to save money. Anyway, point was, I don't live close to a Target. So if I go to a Target, it's because I'm with a friend and they need to go to Target and we go to Target together, which is what we did today. Let's talk about it, let's talk about it. I was running out of air. Okay, so lots of stuff. Also, I need to do a deep clean of the house. Like I need to clean my bathroom. I have to do laundry. Like my laundry is sitting up to like breast. Like that's how high it's up in my closet. To the breastbone. Let's go through this stuff that I got from Target. Number one, the Invisible Mighty patches. I'm wearing one right now. You couldn't catch it because it's invisible. It's right here, okay? But I love these invisible patches I also have like a little small pimple right here. I could put that on, like, it'll get rid of that immediately. But like, if you dealing with like a little whitehead, that's gonna take care of you. It needs to be on for a full 8 hours, but that's gonna do what it needs to do. I like these. Lots of hair things. First of all, I needed an edge brush, so I went ahead and bought this. We got that. I smelled these products from Sunny Isle and I said, this smells good. I like the smell of this. So I heard of this ingredient, Chebe, C-H-E-B-E, C-H-E-B-E, and I heard that it was good for your hair. Let me look it up real quick and see like what is Chebe good for, because I literally like recently heard of Chebe. Chebe powder may not encourage growth purely on its own, but it will make the appearance of hair thicker and fuller. So Chebe hair benefits: help retain hair growth as it strengthens and moisturizes the hair. It also keeps the pH level of your scalp balanced and has anti-inflammatory properties so your scalp stays healthy. I said, yeah bitch, need that. So I got the shampoo and I got the conditioner. They both say that they're infused with pure Chebe powder and Jamaican black castor oil. Anti-breakage, damage reversal formula for all hair types in the conditioner, and anti-breakage and growth formula for all hair types in the shampoo. Smells delish. Hold on, am I tripping? Okay, it looked low to me. It feels like there's nothing in here, but I will be trying these out the next time I wash my hair. Nice. Smells like summertime. I love a good smelling hair product, and I'm really shying away from the ones that smell like child hair care. You know what I'm talking about. It goes back to like what I was saying about like pink lotion. Like that just reminds me of my childhood, and I don't want my hair to smell like that. It's jam, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, the products themselves might be all right, but smell, like, we gotta work on the fragrances, guys. You know who has good smelling hair care, but they're so overpriced, and I really don't feel like they make stuff for textured hair? Ouai. O-U-A-I. Ouai. They have some good smelling hair products. Like one being, there's like a spray-in leave conditioner. It smells so good. It really do. Anyway, the ingredients for this was also like minimal. So I said, you know what? I think I might like this. So the first of the hair care. Then I got, because Mayel was doing like 20% off, so I re-upped on the hair oil, which I needed. Probably should have got 2, but whatever. And then I got the Rosemary Mint Clarifying Sugar Scalp Scrub, because I'm loving the, what's her brand called? I'm loving the Sacred product so bad that I'm like, you know what? Let me get another one of these scalp treatments in the mix, and I'll let you know if this is comparable to the clarifying scalp mask from Sacred. Because if you could buy this, that's definitely cheaper than the Sacred one, I think. Let's see how much it was. Yeah, normally it's $12.99. I got it for $10. But yeah, that's definitely cheaper than the $30 Sacred. I also got from Mayel the styling gel, because one of the hair products that I love so much is from Curls Dynasty, and it's a styling gel and cream hybrid. And so that I really wanted to try this, because I'm like, this will probably be really good for my wash and goes. So I got that for wash and go. But then I was like, I want something for my twist out. Oh yeah. I was like, I want something for my twist out. And so I got this from Curl Days. It's the Creamy Curl Styler with Kukui oil. Great, it literally says great for twist outs, braid outs, and wash and goes. So we got that. This is what that looks like. And let me smell it. I don't think I loved the smell. Yeah, like this gives childish to me. Like it smells like candy. Hate that smell. Okay, and then, oh, before I get into that, then I got the TGIN Miracle Repair Deep Hydrating Hair Mask with black castor oil with black castor oil and biotin. And the funny story about this is I bought this, and I actually had this in another one of their styling products. And I was like, let me just get this for now, since I already had that other styling product and I really wanted to try that. I was like, let me just get this. And I stepped out of Target, we got in the car, I opened up my phone on Instagram, and I saw TGIN Naturals started following you. I'm like, what the? I just bought this, and I've never tried this product, and I'm really excited to try this. So I'm like, what? Start following me. What? Hey. So I, took a picture of the product and posted about how I literally just bought this, and how I just noticed that they started following me, and like, whoa, what a coinkydink. Hey, TGIN Naturals. Girl, next thing I know, I was checking my email about something else. They had emailed me an hour ago about, some possibility. I said, now wait a minute, now my blessings rolling in. Wait a minute, now my blessings rolling in. And they just responded. Okay. Girl, I just fasted for 30 days and 30 nights. For real though. Okay, and then I wanted to try this Power Grip Primer. I hear people talk about it often from e.l.f. I got just the little mini one so I can see if I like it. It looks watery, which is surprising. And last but not least, just some Icebreakers gum. Good old gum, peppermint, Icebreakers Ice Cube gum. Great for if you blow bubbles. But yeah, girl, all of that was $120. And then my friend had like something on her app and I got like 20% off of a lot of the things. So it went down to $100. I feel like $100 is good. I got a good handful of stuff. And this is time. Whoa, cool. When the blessings go up, the blessings come down. When the prayers go up. Wow, fabulous, cool. And the thing is that I've got something else, you know, a brewing possibly. The thing that I've been talking to y'all about like, you know, I don't want to just say no to it. I'm kind of like letting it tell me more about what it is, and I'm giving it an opportunity to like show itself fully before I make a decision. This is all happening while there's also this like urge for me to reach out to this guy, because I was telling my friend like I in fact have big coochie energy. Like I have it. I am a powerful woman, and sometimes for certain people that can be intimidating. When people are like, I don't know why people say I'm intimidating. I know why people say I'm intimidating. It's not very often you meet someone who knows who they are. They're confident in the way that they speak, in the way that they present themselves, in the way that they walk, in the way that they talk, and who's mindful of themselves and everyone else. And so I know that I am a unique individual, and that's gonna create a unique experience. It's gonna be different for a lot of folks. They don't know how to, sometimes they don't know how to work me. And so I have to lead the way sometimes. And it's not in the way of like with men, like you have to lead a man, but sometimes I have to make it known that I'm available and that I'm interested in them for them to pursue me. Otherwise, I think they're overthinking too much and they just won't do it. And so in this particular situation, this is somebody who I already had talked to, but there were things about him that I didn't like, and I made that clear, and we stopped talking. But I saw him recently and he shared with me that he changed those things. And it's like, oh, well, one of the things. And so I was like, oh, huh? And so I saw him, I was like, huh? So for me, it's like, okay, bye. So you changed the things, and now it's so that way, it's so that way. And so he ain't really making no moves though. It's just like he's just been lightly talking, and he could very well be in a situation talking to somebody or just like busy in life. But I just felt like because he wasn't actively pursuing me that I need to just be off him. But there's also that part of me that's like, maybe I have to let him know that he can pursue me. I don't know. I go back and forth with what I think about this stuff, because on the one end I'm like, like where's that energy? Just like, come on, you know, the type of man I like, he would just know. But also it's like the type of man I like could also not know. You know what I'm saying? Like he could not know. He could be shy. That can happen. So I'm just trying to stay open-minded. That's all. Everybody is getting lasered. So I got offered, I won't say the brand, but I did get offered the opportunity to get laser hair removal. But I also hear stories, not great stories, about women getting the laser removal or getting other services and having horror stories. And I'm just like, I can't be that girl. Like, one thing I don't play about, and there's so many things I don't play about, but what I really don't play about is my coochie. I can't at all. It's enough going on as is. You think I'm about to let you play with my coochie box? That's the wind. I don't know if you can hear that, but the wind is going crazy right now. Wow. But yeah, I'm not letting nobody play with my coochie box. And so it's like, if I were to get laser, I would want it in my coochie area, and I would also want it up under my arms. But it's like, oh, that's New York. I was about to say, what? Okay. Yeah, today the last day that we had this weird weather, and then it's gonna be hot, 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 Today was a good day though. The rug is officially gone. It's sent off. I'm waiting for my money from Urban so that I can get something else from them. And they got plenty of stuff. Like, I'm actually really excited to find something that I like. And that rug was expensive, so I will absolutely be utilizing every red cent and getting something. I might get me like a really nice chair, or if I can find a good lamp and table situation, like a console table for that wall, then I'll do that. Because I have been looking for a nice lamp and table that can do the body good. That can definitely do the body good. Oh, I have a yoga mat on the way. I was just thinking, like, it's been so long since I've done some yoga that I'm going to commit to a 30-day yoga situation. I love Yoga with Adrienne on YouTube. I used to watch her religiously when I lived in New York, and I'm gonna do one of her 30-day, what are they called? 30-day, whatever, it's one of her 30 days. And just to continue this like active routine. I like having the routine, you know what I'm saying? Like, the routine is helpful for me. It's helpful, it creates structure, and it's been nice. So, oh, it's only Thursday. Why did I think today was Friday? I just had me a little twerk session to Meg Thee Stallion and Glorilla's new song. Go Meg, 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 go Meg. Oh, get on love. Get him low, get him low, get him low. Yeah. It just feels good to move. Ow. That hurt. I had to go put my arm under some ice. No, because there's blood here. Hold on. Can you see that? Hopefully it's not blurry. I hit the fuck out of my arm, and there is blood here. That will leave a bruise. God dang. All I was gonna say was that it feels nice to move the body. And even after all that, it still does feel nice to move the body. But yeah, girl, have me a little twerk session. Let's take off this pimple patch. I've had it on all day. Ooh, oof, gunkalicious. I'm just washing my face real quick because I'm ready to wash it. I'm gonna do a twist out on my hair tonight. Twist with the rollers. My classic look. I'm putting on a pimple patch again tonight because I don't want to have to squeeze. I don't squeeze pimples anymore. I literally let the pimple patch do the work. And the thing is that, like, even if the pimple patch doesn't completely like get it out, all I have to do is put a little bit of pressure in the area and that's it. It's like I'm not squeezing and creating like a big pore. I need one right there, right here. Ooh, you know what I think is tragic when I see it? A black man I know ended up with a non-black woman. Specifically a white woman. Why is it always like, it always be the black ones, like the ones that be so knowing about black history and all of that. I just think it's so unfortunate that I'm not seeing black men put in the same amount of effort in trying to be with black women in the same way black women put in the effort to try to be with black men. And I was having this conversation on TikTok, and the thing about it before I even get into it is that, like, there are, you know, certain situations where, you know, I feel like love is love and it happened and it's just that. But there's other situations where I feel like people immerse themselves in a culture that's not their own, and they start picking at the things that they want. Clothing, hairstyles, music, men, women, whatever. And I just, yeah, it's sad. It's sad seeing all of these amazing, beautiful, smart, healthy black women, even the ones that's not healthy, because just because you ain't healthy don't mean you're not deserving of love. But, like, you know, seeing all these women who are devoted to caring for and loving on black men and black people that get completely overlooked because a man is trying to fulfill his prophecy to be like his peers or his idols who chase around these non-black women. Like, y'all do know men also are influenced, right? Like, they have influencers too. It may not be in the same way. They may not be watching, you know, he may not be watching his fave go to Target and get their favorite whatever the fuck, but he most definitely is watching his favorite basketball player, his favorite athlete, his favorite musician, his favorite artist, his favorite moneymaker, and those people are influencing his decisions. You know what I'm saying? The music that he influences, excuse me, the music that he listens to influences his decisions. The media he takes in on a daily basis, the music videos that he sees, images that he sees, like that influences his decisions in the same way it does ours. I didn't want snail mucin until I saw it all over my TikTok. I didn't even know it existed. So, you know, we're all being influenced some type of way. But I've never been influenced to not want to date black men. I can't say the same for the rhetoric on dating black women, because there are so many conversations amongst people who are not black and who are not women, one or the other or both, and they're discussing our value, or discussing how we should move or how we should act and what we need to do for us to get a man. And it's just like, that's so interesting, because I don't see those conversations, those round table conversations for white women or non-black women on what they need to do to get the men that are within their race. It's only a conversation about black women. Now I don't want to hear, where did you see that conversation? I've seen multiple conversations like that. No, there's blood here. I did. No, I hurt myself. Can you see that? Can you see that? No, because you've got to see this. And this hurts. And I don't care what you say. It hurts. There it is. There it is right there. That hurts. It's welting up. It hurts. Like, it might look small to you, but I'm telling you something. There you go in the light. Ow. No, ow. That hurts. Come on, man. Anyway. And everybody not gonna like the conversation in regards to interracial relationships. It's uncomfortable. Sometimes it can teeter on the lines of like sounding racist or ignorant. And I promise you I'm neither. But I am very much under the romanticized version of what I believe life could be. And when it relates to black men and black women, I really, 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 really wish that there was a better way for us to end up together, because there is nobody else on this planet who is going to understand a black person like another black person, period. And when it comes to raising children, okay, and forming community, which 9 times out of 10, people are going to end up choosing that. I don't think it's common for folks to choose the route to not have children. So when you think about having children and stuff, I'm just like, I only believe black women are capable of raising black children in the way that black children need to be raised. That's me. That's me. I'm not changing it. I'm not changing it. I stand on that. And, you know, I think there are circumstances where you have people who are doing the work to educate themselves and learn and, you know, figure it out. But again, 9 times out of 10, I don't think that's the scenario. And I feel like the more often we see black women being overlooked by black men, the more young black women will go through great lengths to receive attention and to get chose. They will do the most to seek validation from men that aren't even going to choose them in the end of it all. And that breaks my heart. Let's twist my hair up. I can't. Girl, Summer, bitch, you ain't got to do that to fuck him. He'll do you. The hell? Now, why is she crying? That don't even make sense. Girl, tired of her. Alex cannot sing. Sorry, but boo. Oh, me, what have I been doing? Oh, I've just been crying and so annoyed and pissed off, and I just got off the phone venting with my homegirl about my living situation because these motherfuckers keep playing with me and I'm really tired of being played with. I can't even express how annoyed I am because it goes beyond expression. This is a mind, body, and spirit type annoyance, and I can't even process how I need to move forward because I'm still presently dealing with my body reacting to the discomfort that I'm dealing with. So yeah, I'm just, y'all, today has been a motherfucking day. It hasn't even been a bad day, it's just been a day and I'm drained. You know, most of us spend most of our money on our living. Like, I feel like that's the case. Like our apartments, our mortgages, like they cost us the most money. Some of us, not everybody. I know everybody got a different situation, but my apartment is where I spend most of my money. And the fact that this place that I've invested most of my money into is causing me this much stress is really, really frustrating. And it really bothers me because I don't feel like it should be this way. I feel like a place that I'm giving this much money to should be offering me a place of peace, and I can't. I'm not getting it. I was woken up today at 6 in the morning because people want to be stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna do something to make myself feel better, and I'm going to frame this artwork. Now, these are posters. This is a poster, what's my face? But it doesn't look bad. We're gonna see. I'm gonna, dang, you see how scratch on it? It does. I wonder if that's a film that I take off. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, great. I was talking to my leasing office about, you know, what was going on again. And I'm just tired of repeating myself. And I'm tired of the excuses like, oh, well, I don't know about what you're going through. You're gonna have to start from the beginning. Like, that's not an excuse. Get familiar. And why aren't y'all communicating with each other? Like, this shit is aggravating. You know what I do gotta get though? I gotta get double-sided tape. Cause I don't wanna put holes in it. I just wanna use some double-sided tape. I am gonna use this border. So this is actually a 27.4 by 39.4 size. But with the border, it turns into 34 by 36. One of y'all asked me, like, am I open to transferring units? And of course I am. You gotta know that that was one of the first things I asked. It's really just been a lack of availability, and also, you know, I'm not willing to go into an apartment that's not the same or better. It could be different, it just has to be good, period. Like, it has to be nice. Oh, I should probably tape it. Maybe. I feel like I need to paint the border. The border is like a different color white than the art. I need to sit down. My late night snack, a little lobster bisque with toasted brioche toast. And just let that get sopped up. I have been binging Summer House Martha's Vineyard, obsessed. So technically I'm rewatching the second season, which is currently out now. Like, there's only 2 or 3 episodes out, but I'm rewatching it because I just finished the first season. So now I have more context about these people and their relationships. I really like Amir. I like Preston. I think that's it. Everybody else, is not that I dislike them, but there are things about them that I'm just like, I feel like Jordan is probably better in person, but how she reads to me on camera, she just always seems annoyed and irritated. And I know she's going through things, which she shares on this season, but she was doing this in the first season, and maybe she was going through things then as well. But yeah, I just always get that vibe from her. Shanice, there's just not a lot of depth there. Like, she's here to have a good time. And so I haven't really gotten to know her. I just know that she likes to party. So Bria, when she cool, she cool. When she not, she not. Sometimes there's a lot going on when she in her feelings. Nick isn't bad. I just feel like he's not fully being himself. Alex gives me weird vibes. Sorry. Jasmine, I understand what Jordan is saying about Jasmine. It doesn't feel like Jasmine being herself. And Stylish, Jasmine's husband, go ahead and get on that boat or wherever he work at. I know he deployed. Go ahead and go. I don't know if he a Navy SEAL or if he on the grounds, but just get.
Sexy.
Not like dudes. So I forgot. I can't with Alex is singing. I'm sorry, but like, boy. Anyway, Noelle seems cool. I do think her trying to talk to a guy that she knows her friend dealt with, even if her friend was like, no, it's cool, it's nothing, you know, I don't care, I don't even like him no more. It's like, I would not even be interested in nobody a friend of mine has touched or kissed or seen in a sexual way. Like, it's just an unnecessary messiness, especially when you don't even know if there's chemistry there. You're just trying to see if there's chemistry there. It's like, no. If there was like some kind of undeniable chemistry and energy just off the strength of us talking and being around each other, then it's like, okay, I would have a conversation with my friend. Maybe this would be one of those moments to overlook that. But it's like, you just trying to see what could happen. It's not even no chemistry for real between y'all. Hell no. I don't know. I just think that's funny.
You know,
Yo, is this a Trader Joe's thing? I just found like, it's like a branch in my food. At the register sometimes, I'll see like recalls for stuff that have like rocks or branches or like whatever, some weird stuff in it. And one time, there was definitely a rock in one of the soups I bought. Joe.
what are these maxes?
That's what it was. It was a wood chip that I found in the soup. It was a wood chip. Okay, look at this. I'm showing you what was in the lobster bisque. Let's get in some light. Shit. So that's it. Like a little mini branch. It's hard. Like I can't bend this. But yeah, this was in the lobster bisque. Hard. Like this would be really bad if you bit into this, you know, and it like went into your gums. This could splinter too, like split apart into your gums. Or if you swallowed this and it started scratching up your esophagus. Let me put these to the side. I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's and I'm gonna tell them that this happened. And we gonna see what to do from there. Anyway, I was trying to explain to my leasing office how this whole situation has just messed up my circadian rhythm. I'm sleeping later because I'm being woken up, and because I'm so abruptly woken up and it's earlier than I normally get up, I try to go back to sleep. And when I go back to sleep, I end up sleeping until like close to noon. Like that's what happened today. I was woken up at 6 something in the morning. I don't like naturally get up till 10. That was very early for me. Plus the night before I'd gone to sleep at 3:30, so I only had a few hours of sleep. And I couldn't fall back asleep until like 9:45. And it wasn't even like a nice deep sleep. I was like, sleep, get woken up again, would go to sleep, would get woken up again. So it's just this constant back and forth. It's just very uncomfortable. But by the time I got up, it was 11:30 something, and I only got up because a friend called me and asked me if I wanted to do lunch. And so it's just like, my morning started off shitty because of how I was woken up. And I'm like, y'all need to understand the weight of that. Like, this is not a one-off situation. It's been happening now. Like, I was looking back at videos from noise that I've dealt with in this apartment, and the earliest video started February 2022. I moved in here December 2021. Like, I have had no peace since I've lived here. And so, yeah, it's just like, the conversation we were having today was basically like, okay, so this unit that I do like, that's available, that I could move into, is a little bit more expensive than this one. And when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit, like less than $200 different. That's a little bit in the grand scheme of things, bitch. And so I'm like, yeah, I want to transfer, but I'm not paying additional. I need to pay the same amount that I've been paying here. Because here's the thing, because of this particular situation, which is really specific, because the noise that I'm hearing is not coming from a regular tenant. It's coming from a contract that they have with another company that's bought out multiple units and they rent them out. And so what they were explaining to me today was, realistically speaking, it would be really hard for them to terminate that lease, to terminate the lease of the unit on top of me, because it's a part of this big deal that they just signed. And I'm like, okay, because if it was a regular tenant, then they would terminate the lease. You've got proof of the noise. I've sent you video. I've come down. You know, there's record. It's happened. I've talked to everybody I could talk to, corporate, them, the company that owns the unit, security, you know, maintenance. I've spoken to every single person that you could possibly think of, everybody in the office, emails, calls, you name it. I've done the communication and nothing's been done. And so it's like, okay, so now y'all have to create the solution. The solution isn't just, okay, you can vacate. That's not a solution. This is my home. And I shouldn't have to bear the brunt of you all deciding that you have more value in your relationship with them than in the relationship you have with me as a loyal tenant who's paying my rent on time. Y'all made that decision, okay, fine. But now y'all are gonna have to make a resolution for this situation that you're choosing not to handle because you don't want to mess up this relationship that y'all have with these people, which ain't got nothing to do with me. My lease don't say, yo, there's a chance that you might have to bear the brunt of some bullshit because we have this relationship with this company. No, that's not what I signed up for. That's not in the thing. I don't have to, that's not in my lease agreement. I don't have to be understanding to that, and I shouldn't have to deal with nothing because of it. Fuck y'all. Fuck them. Like, that's the type of shit I be wanting to say to them. Like a big old fuck y'all. Y'all got me fucked up. But when I tell you, I feel like they be on the edge of their seat waiting for a moment of me, you know, getting them together so then they could be like, angry black woman, you're the problem. You need to calm down because it's happened before. It's happened before. I'm not dragging it. It's happened before. And I was telling my friend, one thing I understand, because the thing about it is that there are solutions to almost everything. But when people are involved and people have to make decisions, it's going to affect things. Like, there is a simple solution, which is move me to that available unit. Be done with it. Give me the concession that y'all would give to someone who's moving in for the first time, and y'all be like, oh, the first 8 weeks are free. That would essentially be the same thing that I would be getting if you had me paying what I'm paying instead of paying that other rent. And I know this is a lot of information, and I'm sure it's annoying, but I gotta vent it out. But there's this thing that I feel like people do sometimes where it's like, this is their only opportunity to have some power over you. So they really take advantage of the moment. They really drag it out. They like being able to like dangle, you know, whatever it is that you need in front of you and watch you squirm and watch you be upset. I was so frustrated that I cried, but it was also like, nah, these are real raw emotions. Like, I'm really upset. And it's not tears of sadness or defeat. It's tears of frustration and anger. I don't care if they know that or not. That's what I know. And I don't have to try to like play big bad wolf for these people. I am fed up. But yeah, I just feel like people have biases, and there are certain people who folks want to humble and they want to give them a hard time. There's also this thing that black people, we as a community, we have to call this out. But I feel like sometimes in certain spaces, black people can get a little bit unprofessional, and they say things to you that maybe they wouldn't say to a white customer or they treat you in a way that they wouldn't treat a white customer. You know, acting too familiar, being dismissive, not really engaging, not going above and beyond. I feel like sometimes that's reserved for black folks, but when it comes to white people, they're getting the red carpet rolled out for them. And I'll give you an example. When I walk into that leasing office, they act, and there's, you know, leasing offices are not typically busy. It's like nothing going on. But I walk in, them folks will look up at me and put their head back down. I have to say, hello. They say, hey, how can we help you? Like you don't know that I was just in here 2 days ago about a noise issue and you told me you was gonna email me and you never emailed me back. You should know why I'm in here. I should be greeted with, hey Kennedy, thanks for coming back. I'm sorry I haven't got back with you. Follow me to my desk so I can catch you up with what I've been taking care of since our last conversation. That's how you handle that, right? But that's never what happens. So y'all barely lift y'all head up when I walk in, but then I see a white woman walk in, maybe like 10 minutes after me. This fool, mind you, he's working with me. This fool jumps up out his seat. 1 second. Hey, how you doing today? How can I help you? Excuse me? Jumped out the seat and walked to the front door where she was at. And you are literally in the middle of working with me. When you had nobody sitting in front of you though, and I walked in, you looked up and put your head back down. And even got the attitude of like, what do you need? We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Like, we gotta stop. So it's like I'm processing all of those behaviors and all of the microaggressions and the dismissiveness and just the insulting nature of this situation, all while keeping in mind that I'm still currently living here and I don't want to make my situation more uncomfortable by creating an environment that is tense and vile. So I just try to play my part, which is let me be very clear and concise about what's going on. I'm coming in here with straight facts, dates, times, and I'm letting you know I need a solution. I really don't leave a lot of room for other conversation, and sometimes that can rub people the wrong way too because they want to feel like they made you feel better. So they try to make you laugh or they try to, you know, pivot the conversation into something light, and it's like, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. We could do that when the situation is resolved. Like literally when I walked in and nobody acknowledged me and I finally, you know, was acknowledged and I started walking towards the person who I was going in there to talk to, he was like, you walking off fast? You all right? And what's crazy is that where we left off was that he was supposed to be emailing me back. After asking me to send him multiple videos of the noise I've dealt with, which I did, he was supposed to email me back with some kind of solution to the situation. I never heard from him. That was last week. A whole 7 days ago. And since then, I've been dealing with the same amount of noise, which is, I'm not talking about like music, which has happened before, but I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about construction, straight up construction happening at either early as fuck hours or late as fuck hours. And this motherfucker gonna tell me today, well, they can't be doing construction in there. Like they've set these up like showrooms. You don't know what they doing in there. I said, have you ever been in the apartment? Well, I've been in one of them before. Have you been in that one? Oh, you haven't? Okay, stop talking. Shut the fuck up. And then all this complaining I've been doing, there's another new manager again. I have lived here through 3 different managements. I've sat through 3 different managers, like at this point. And they've all gotten the same complaint from me. And they all do the same thing of just like, oh, I'm just getting here, so I really don't know what's going on. You're gonna have to catch me up on what's been going on. I'm new, I've only been here for like a so-and-so amount of days. That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. Y'all need to work on your communication. There's no reason why you don't know. You not knowing just because you knew is not an excuse to me. Y'all should be passing on information. That is not how it works. I should not have to be responsible for y'all's lack of communication. Have to come in here and explain over and over again what experience I've been having. Number one, that's triggering in itself. I don't want to keep talking about this shit. It literally is triggering to me. My heart starts racing. I get anxiety. I find myself avoiding going to sleep because of this anxiousness and this anxiousness around being woken up. Like, it's real. And put back on my show, and after this I go to bed. It's 2:30. Yeah, I just think God said, I'm gonna give you the day you deserve, because it has been a long day. I do need to go to the leasing office today, but before I did that, I was like, let me give myself a good start to the day. And so I went to go and take a walk, and why did I walk into the Dogwood Festival? Didn't even know it was the Dogwood Festival. I just saw carnival rides, and I'm like, oh my God, this is exactly what I need. Girl, I got on that ride, I spun around a few times. looked at all the vendors, got me some new artwork that I'm obsessed with. I said, oh, this is getting purchased. Loved it. Would have loved the bigger size, but he said 450 big ones. I said, let me get the little one there. Thank you. So got that. And just really just enjoy the day. Like the weather is perfect. It's like 75 and sunny. It's perfect. And I couldn't ask for a better way to create some ease and peace in my mind and body right now. Because I am so not looking forward to this exchange that I'm about to have. Because I can no longer just like wait for them to like update me about what's going on. I gotta stay on top of it now because they're so neglectful and absent-minded that if I don't keep myself known in that office, they gon' fuck up something that needs to not be fucked up. So I'll see y'all when I get back. Bye. Wish me luck. All right, girls, I'm on the way to a little BBQ. I've got on this dress that I got on sale from Anthropology. The thing about it is, it does ride up, and yeah, and I'm just kind of going back and forth about wearing it because I just read the flyer of the barbecue I'm going to, and it's supposed to be like a in celebration of Ramadan situation. I'm just like, this is not giving that. I feel like this might be too much. Hopefully my friend is there because she's not even responding right now. Shoes, it don't even matter. I'm telling you, for real, it don't. But I have on just what I own. Like, at some point, you gotta just use what you got. This is what I got, so how about that? Girl. Just coming back from being out. You wanna know one of the worst type niggas? The fake good guy. Fake good guy. Fake good guy is one of the worst because this nigga makes it a point to present himself to everyone like the good guy. And it's only the people who get closest to him that know he's not the good guy. You know what I'm saying? They know he's not really that. But man, there's this person I know who really be out here perpetrating like he's just this innocent guy. Like he doesn't know what's going on. Like that's his whole, like his body language is always like, but it's like, bitch, stop doing that. Cause you know what the fuck you doing. I can't even say what the fuck he got going on without giving specifics and saying too much, but I hate shit like that. I hate shit like that. And tonight I saw him with one of his friends whom I never met, but I heard about, and they was both doing that same weirdo ass, you're mean to me. Why are you, I'm mean because what? How am I mean? We were literally having a conversation and he was talking mad low. I'm like, say it again. And then, you know, I had to do that a few times. We were talking across like this island. And I was like, you need to project. I can't hear you. And he was like, nah, you like, what? What'd you say? What'd you say? I'm like, ew, I didn't do that once. But the thing is that they had already had a conversation about me before I even came over because his friend violated somebody I know. So he didn't already, the guy who it's too much. Just forget about it, girl. Just know I hate niggas that think they the good guy that ain't. And they hate me. Because one thing about it, I see right through the play. Like, you cannot fool me. You just can't fool me. I'm unfoolable. That's the thing about me. Been fooled once, ain't never gonna get fooled again. That's right. You could not, bitch. Like, you could never, for real. Go ahead and swing it that way. You could not fool me. It's the fact that I really gotta do my taxes right now. Like, that's actually the crazy part about it all. Like, I really need to lock in and do that tonight because they're due Monday and definitely not gonna be doing it on Monday. Tomorrow, I'm gonna start editing and I'm gonna do laundry. I'm not leaving this house tomorrow, even though it's gonna be an amazing weather day. Let me see. I'm definitely gonna want to, but I have to remind myself, Kennedy, there will be more amazing weather days. Yeah, like, I just have to remind myself there'll be more, you'll be all right. But anyway, so the thing about it is that I ran into an old friend when I was at the park and she invited me to a barbecue. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go. One, because I would love to just be around some good energy, be around people, have some conversation, good music, eat, like, you know, just being social. Being around people definitely helps my mood. It's a great distraction while I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with, because when I'm here, I'm literally thinking about all of the shit I'm dealing with this place. And also right now I'm in like this situation where I'm waiting on one person to make a decision on whether or not we can do this, and this one person has already told me no before when this happened the first time 2 years ago. So I'm just like, I really hope they don't try to play with me, because I don't know what my next move is after that. I really don't. Like, I don't know what my next move, and basically what I'm waiting on is getting the okay on transferring to another unit. So yeah, I'm not prepared for it, no. I'm not prepared for it, no. Yeah. So anyway, that's what's all up in here right now. That's all on my chest and like in my stomach. It's just like the butterflies around waiting on that answer. And whenever I'm in my house, that's all I can think about, which is like, that's the fucked up thing. Like when I'm in my home, I should feel peace. I should feel happy to be home. I should feel, and I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I am uncomfortable. They have put me in an uncomfortable situation. And when I went down to that leasing office today, after going to the park to apply that pressure and to follow up, this motherfucker gonna say to me, oh, I'm probably not gonna hear from her until Monday. I said, okay. So she doesn't work on the weekends. He was like, well, I mean, like she manages like 8 properties. I was like, okay, so she does work on the weekends. This just isn't being treated as a priority. He was like, I mean, you know, she's got a family. She's got a family? Nigga, I got a family. Like, what the fuck? Do you know how many holidays I've experienced where I'm thinking about the noise that woke me up the day before? Like, don't play with me about family shit. What the fuck? I got a family. What the fuck that got to do with me? I don't give a fuck about no I got a family bullshit. Get the fuck on. So yeah, it's just like, I'm tired of them trying to do me like, you know, just be patient. Like, just be, you know, low key, that's what he was getting at today. And it's like, yo, I have extended every bit of patience that I have. This has been an issue for 2 years. Don't talk to me about patience. You are new here, I am not. This is not new to me. I've been dealing with this. So I done been through 3 leases already with y'all. And like, just stop, please, before you piss me off for real. And like the biggest thing is that I don't even want to really live under this management. It's just like, I like where I'm at location wise. So it's like, I'd be like, I'm not gonna let them ruin, you know, my vision for life. Like, I moved here for a reason. I'm so irritated, y'all. I'm so irritated. I want to be unirritated. And somebody called me from a block number today. I want to know who that is. Bad. It could be 3 different people. That's all I know. It could be 3 different people, but they only call once. I just wonder who that is. So bad, I wish I could call her back. Back to the fake good guys, like all that, you're mean. It's like, I'm not mean. It's just that the little act that you're doing is not working on me. Like, it's also this like immature like thing of just like doing the you're mean, so then I could be like, no, I'm not mean. What are you crazy? Like, stop. Like, you want that reaction, and the reaction you're actually getting is, how am I mean? Explain yourself. What? It's getting awkward. What are you talking about? What? And they hate that. They want you to play with them. They want that. Like, they want you to exchange. They don't want the energy that they're giving served back to them. They want you to play a game and fulfill whatever prophecy they have in their mind about who the fuck they are. You're not that nigga. You're not that nigga, okay? Like, you're not him and you'll never be him. And one thing about me, bitch, you ain't never gonna get to feeling like you doing something with me. Ooh, I'm not in the mood. I'll curve it. That's how I feel right now. I'm just not in that mood. I'm really not. Also, part of the annoying thing about this apartment thing is that the apartment that I could possibly transfer to, I really like it. I really like it. So, you know, I kind of have my hopes up about getting it because I really like the layout of it. So I really want this to work out. I'm over here thinking about that dude from earlier, Mr. Fake Nice Guy, and him calling me mean, and I'm just like replaying the conversation. I'm like, I know why y'all ass probably think I'm mean. Let me tell you what he was doing. He would say something and then like pause and stare at me like we were having some kind of connection, and we weren't. So it would just be like, I'd be like, you know, even if I didn't do this, that's the energy I was giving of just like, I definitely did this one time. You know, like, what are you saying? Like, say it. Sir, you are not cute enough to be pausing like that. Like, the more you pause, the more I'm looking at what you got, and you ain't got what I like. You got bumps on your neck from ingrowns. You ain't got enough neck for me. Don't like that short neck. Torso is not a proportion with your body. Feet look big as shit because you got the wrong shoes on with them pants. Pants tight as fuck, and they not straight legs. They daggone they just tight as hell. What do we call those? What are the pants called that are just tight as shit? Whatever. He had on them tight as shit pants. Might as well been a legging. And you got rips in them all the way up to the hip bone. You're not my type. You're not my type. I don't like you. Yeah. So it's like, when we're having a conversation, stop trying to like, you know, these are the type of guys where if their flirting doesn't work, if their game doesn't work, if you're not responsive or reactive to it, then they lash out. And that's what he was doing. He was lashing out. Now all of a sudden I'm mean because I'm not interested, essentially. Like, I'm not interested, so I'm mean. It's just, I'm just annoyed by people who are just stupid. Like, that's just what it boils down to. It's just the stupidity. It's the waste of time. It's the, yo, we could really be having good conversation. What happened to like you recognizing, oh, there's no romantic chemistry here. I could just be your friend. Like, what happened to that? There's none of that. I feel like it's hard for some men to receive the fact that like only friendship is an option. Friendship or nothing, you know? Some people can receive that. I've met some men that only approach me with friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the guys that approach me on some flirtatious shit but can't fathom the idea of just being my friend, they lash out. They lash out. Them stories people get about like, oh, my guy friend started liking me or da-da-da. I'm just like, nah, that nigga been liked you. Like, and now he just got the courage to say something. I never got that vibe, picked up that energy from a male friend of mine. That would suck because relationship would be completely different. I was just thinking more about my apartment again and my situation. And you know, part of this, you know, me over here thinking about this is also just kind of like prepping for having to advocate for myself. But you know, they kind of like, their tone is kind of like they're doing me a favor by doing this transfer. And it's like, this is not a favor that you're doing me. Like, and specifically a transfer to this particular unit. It's like, this unit has the same amount of bedrooms and bathrooms as the one that I'm currently in. And you don't have any other units available that are the same size as the unit that I'm in. I'm not trying to get over on you. Why would I agree to move into a smaller unit than the one that I'm currently in while I'm still in this lease? We're not starting a new lease. This is my current lease. I should be moving into a unit that's comparable to the one that I'm currently in, period. And that's the only one that you have available. What conversation are we having? They really are lining it up like they doing me a favor. And that's the like audacity that I just I can't compute that. Like, that y'all really looking at me like y'all doing me a favor. I feel like I've talked a lot about this situation in this vlog, and I'm sorry for anybody who's like, bitch, I can't take it no more, like, shut the fuck up. But this is what's going on in my life right now, okay, girl? Like, every vlog, y'all are getting an inside view of what the fuck is going on inside my brain and inside my heart, and like what the fuck is happening in my life. And this is what's going on right now. I gotta get this shit together, okay? Y'all know I love being at home. This whole vlog is done in my house, and I have been so uncomfortable in my house that what I was even trying to explain to them was that my work has been affected. Like, this is just like, it's too much. I'm about to floss my teeth, brush them. Oh man, I just came back from a necessary round 2 at the park. This time I was with my auntie and my cousin and my cousin's baby, and oh my goodness, it was just a good time, a necessary time. But my allergies are going dumb. I repurchased another yoga mat. This is the one I used to have that started crumbling and acting stupid. But it was crumbling because, I need to wash my hands. It was crumbling because I used please fix where y'all going to. It was crumbling because I used a Clorox wipe on it. And I feel like that, you gotta wipe this down with just like soap and water. Woo. I definitely need to shower. I stink. There was just so much sweat going on, just sitting out in the sun. It was great. I mean, I had a fabulous time, but I definitely feel disgusting. I hate that my inner monologue these days is just me thinking about rebuttals to say to my leasing office when they tell me no or say no to me. Like, that's my inner monologue, is I'm constantly thinking about what I'm gonna say if they say this or if they say that. Like, I'm sick and tired. I just caught myself doing that just now. Mind you, I just had a great day, but that's what I'm thinking about. Whew. Whew. Ugh. Ugh.